Hello everyone, it's my son, Brother Ming again. What are you doing when you see this battle this time? If you remember, I took a film before. It's about some sapphire buying guides. There are also about sapphires. This time the array is so obvious that it is about rubies. This time I will prepare a bunch of rubies. If you are careful, you will see that there are thousands of mosquitoes, but some go to 100,000, some even 600,000, and hundreds of thousands of mosquitoes. What is the difference between them? They are all red. In front of the red computer or phone, you will see it. My lights are all white lights or LED lights. You will know when you come to my shop. So, you will see the color of the real ruby cream. Why don't you explain the 40,000 mosquitoes? I'll take it. Let's take a look. I'll feed the 40,000 mosquitoes. I'll take another one. 100,000. The two left and right mosquitoes compete for 100,000 mosquitoes. The size is almost the same. What is the reason? The styles are almost twice the price. This time I will take this opportunity to explain them. After a lot of people watched my sapphire tablets, they went to the shop and just said, "Hey Brother Janping, what is your price?" Explained that the distance between the top and bottom is so important, but it's almost flat and light. It's really good, but it's expensive. Just tell me it's more expensive than 7 or 8 pictures, so I'll take this opportunity. Let's study this YouTube in detail with you. It's very fair, except for me, because there are many different certificates, such as some Thai certificates. Let's take a look at it first. GIA. That is to say, all of them have certificates, so they are definitely well-founded. What about the difference in ruby prices? I talk so quickly that there are 4 or so. I talk about each ring for 1 minute. It has been 4 or so minutes, so I will talk about it as soon as possible. To judge the price of some rubies, the first thing is to look at the color. It's so expensive, but the best color is nail blood sugar, and it's also the most sought after color. The color is so rich and similar to that. All of the above cabinets are made of armor blood copper. These are the color of armor blood copper. Shrink and bury them first. It's not duck blood red, it's duck blood. I love to play the side stove. This ruby is nail blood pupil. Besides, the color is uneven, but it looks like a 14,000 mosquito. Although you may not be able to see it with the naked eye, but the upper part is darker and the lower part is a little lighter, which is a matter of color uniformity. If it is a pigeon bird, the color is uniform and rich red, so the price is a bit expensive. If there are some brown tones or some purple tones and the price is a bit different, if you think about it, there are some purple tones, it is definitely not enough. So quite red. Okay, second, the higher the transparency, the less the transparency, the less the contents. So the stock is more expensive and there are a lot of contents. If you go to so many streams and the price is so high, there will be competition. Okay, cut. If the most beautiful cut makes the gem show the most beautiful color, it will be the same as the fire color, no matter how expensive it is. Take a look at it. It's about hundreds of thousands of 2 pieces. There are more than 120,000 grains and more than 120,000 grains. What is the difference? If you say that both red grains are beautiful, but in fact the top grains are slightly red, so the bottom grains are. The larger ones on the countertop are all tied with some grains, so even if the grains are large, the price is the same, and there are symmetrical proportions. Fourth, the heavier the weight, the more expensive it is. Fifth, what about before heat? I have a YouTube series about adding pages to gemstones. That is, it is no hit. If you have time, you can take a look at it. Hit is the best and purest. After that, there is a hit and heat. Old sales, if it is one, it will be hit. It is no indication of treatment, that is, it is the best. If there is sales, there are actually points. If you burn it, or if you burn it new and burn it old, there will be H2O, H1, and if you have different certificates, there will be different expressions, just like this eggs. It's a shirt in Thailand, although you see this one is a country map of Myanmar, but it's just a stone. It's a warm year, it's a light burn, it's a light burn. As for you, you can check it out. I used YouTube before. Be careful when buying, so I won't suggest that. The 6th item is the place of origin. In fact, there are many rubies in the world. The most famous must be Myanmar, Burmese hair burnt armor and blood copper. It is the most expensive, so if it is flat, you may be Mozambique. The price of Mozambique is a little less than that. It's like a pill of Mozambique, a tight ruby, a 2-card viv. The treatment is burned, the color is burned. I haven't gone to the pigeon bird, but you will see it. The vitreous body is so clear and beautiful, but what's the explanation? 30,000 mosquitoes are not expensive at all. The reason why I have to make a setting is that when a double comparison is made, it will be a little flat. If one is in Burmese, it will start at least 780,000. If it's best, it's from Myanmar, Sri Lanka or Mozambique. It's okay. In fact, the price is slightly different, but it's hard to see which place of origin it belongs to with the naked eye instead of a mirror, so you just buy these. It's best to have a certificate. It's also the last one. It's a certificate. As I said before, because these certificates, such as GRS, have a minimum consumption of $250 per certificate, which means that it is worth about 2,000 Hong Kong dollars. Isn't it worth issuing a certificate? I think it's reasonable if you say that you have tens of thousands of mosquitoes. It's only reasonable to tie the ring with the original book. But if you say, my ring only has thousands of mosquitoes, do you actually need to issue a certificate? If you have money, you can apply for a certificate. If I pay a GIA, it costs about 1,000 mosquitoes because it's not a diamond. There are a lot of diamonds. Just think about it. If you buy it with peace of mind, you can issue a certificate. But if you go to some shops to buy it, I must have a certificate. In fact, the sheep business comes from the body. For example, if the certificate is tied to 2005 mosquitoes, it will not add 2005 mosquitoes. It is so simple that it will definitely increase. Some explanations? Because there is a certificate that can guarantee you to listen to the quality of a gemstone. There is actually a risk for the merchant. If the gemstone is not so beautiful and an application form is issued, the certificate will not be given to you. Look, if it is bad, I simply don't let you see it. The cost will be high, but the value will fall. There is a risk, and the merchant will pass it on to consumers, so don't think about it. If you see a grain that is really beautiful, it is very worth it, but what about gems? Very value preservation. You heard wrong, I said wrong. It's really value preservation. Of course, if you go to some good brands, the daily price of some gemstones is too high, so you have to upgrade it to a higher level, and the difficulty is not detailed, so you also go to some flat stores. Low, buy it from a familiar store, or buy it from an honest store. Just tie it. Don't talk nonsense when you do bad things. Although you have talked a lot about it, let's talk about turning your head first. This one is a Mozambique Viven. I've talked about it before. There is a picture. If you order it correctly, the first one can be returned to the shape of the stone, and it has the weight, and it is not a challenge. If you are interested in looking at my previous YouTube, you can count about one piece of 2 Mozambique. Red is about 30,000 mosquitoes, but remember, if you go to a shop, if you see a certificate, you won't know the price. The certificate is 10,000 mosquitoes. It is okay if it is 20,000 mosquitoes. That's right, but if you go to the quality of 30,000 mosquitoes, at least I have this certificate for you. It doesn't necessarily have a problem with GRS eggs and GIA. If you don't sell VE wet, the price will be similar. I remember the color. I saw YouTube. I hope everyone won't tell people how to explain it. I also said that there are very few grains. It's very thin. I think there are a few colors enough. There are a few pink tones. It's not beautiful. It's so luxurious and luxurious. My first hand socks are not like men's hands. More than 30,000 mosquitoes. Is it expensive? Which one? It is a 1.1 calorie gel. What's the answer before the head? I think the price is about the same, but there are so many fine grains, the color is so bright red, and the explanation is so expensive. Look at a certificate. First of all, the first thing I see in Myanmar is like this. I always feel that there are a few people on the side. So when I look at the side of the person, it is Myanmar. There is a snake boy with a 1.1 card over color, which is a little pink. Reddish pink Biama Trip Series, TE1 Series, AX Series A called. And this TE1, it is proof that there is a sale, but the explanation will be unfair. Is it because of Myanmar? Mozambique is really Myanmar. It's so expensive. Remember, explanation. Sometimes some gems suddenly become so expensive, and some are so flat. It's hard to think that even if you look at the big ones, you have to look at the place of origin. Even if they are TD1, they are lightly burned. But the price is the same. The price is not much different than that of the unburned Mozambique. Remember, okay, let's take a look at this one again. This one is a piece of GIA stone, so sometimes the photos are the same, but there are some differences between the live viewings, so you can't go online and sell gems online. I hope you can't go online for gems, because there will be interest deviations, so I'll tell you. You listen. Explain how flat 21,000 is. It's just one 1.1 Fiend and one M roll card ruby. There are some purple red treasures, so it's not true red. It's also a flat reason. It's also a burr code, that is, it's a Myanmar ruby. There is a hit, that is, it's a minor hit, that is, it's called a light burn. If you become a monk, you will go out to H1, and it's all okay. How much does it feel when you put it on your hands? 114 is a card. Put it on and add a few gemstones on the side. That is the diamonds on the side. It feels so beautiful. 114 cards, because it is not beautiful. Beautiful because I think the color is beautiful, but if I find a single one, it is a little different. That is, it is red. There are pictures and truth. The development has turned to about 4,000 mosquitoes. Hey, this 16,000 grain is a certificate, so you will choose the edge grain, so if you go to buy it, you have to trust a merchant. I think the certificate is reasonable, that is, the reason is that you need it. If the hard grain reaches 20,000 mosquitoes, it is just a certificate, but it makes you feel more at ease when buying it. Remember, if you lightly burn a few calories, you will get 0 stock, and it will be about 20,000 mosquitoes. Okay, the whole one is a little heart-shaped ruby. It's all ruby. It's a 2-calorie heart-shaped ruby. If you enlarge it, it's so beautiful. It's a heart-shaped ruby. It's actually so beautiful. The color is so beautiful. Oh, it's skewed. Ah, and this heart-shaped one is because it is a hit. It is the same as a 2.2 carat red treasure, but it is a certificate. There is a problem. Be careful, although it is a pigeon bird, it is sold, but it is the place of origin. There is an AR view, that is, you can scan it online. If you look up the AIGS website, there will be an AR for you. You can look at the 3 degrees and 10 degrees. Sometimes the certificate says the place of origin, and it may be a little flat, so it's a ruby. It's just 60,000 mosquito jelly burning red treasure. Ding Hong Bao and blood is soul, but it is another question. Let's talk about the origin. What is the origin? That is to say, if you go to this moment, you have the opportunity to go to a good producing area. Maybe you will go to GIA JRS and see if you will go to some good producing areas, but at least IX will not be able to go to the place of origin of a stone, more than 60,000 mosquitoes. If you go to the painting certificate and write the place of origin, you will remember the approximate price. Okay, let's take another look at this one. It's so luxurious. The box is stuck in so beautiful red. It's definitely the glass. It looks so beautiful. What are you doing? It's more than 90,000 mosquitoes. It's more than 60,000 mosquitoes, but it's about 20,000 mosquitoes. It's a drop of water, it's 2 cards, it's also burned, it's also grade to pigeon bud. What's the difference between the prices of nearly 100,000 mosquitoes? It's just that the countertop of this water drop camp is much bigger, so it's cut beautifully, but it's all the same. It can't get out of the place of origin, so in fact, when it can't get out of the place of origin, will you order something? Actually, you just predict. It's a place of origin, so it's better to go first. I'll think it's Mozambique first. The first one is because it's always a natural ruby. Look at the first one. First of all, the heart-shaped one is 7.77715. This one is 856, and it feels much bigger as the buried table. One is 2.01 and the other is 2. I think it's the same first to compete for a share, but don't you feel it? The left one is so obviously a playing machine, so it's worth using big diamonds. It's luxurious and beautiful. Hey, have you seen that the stones in Ergia are so flashy? I'm afraid to repeat, my lights are completely spotlights, so the real effect will be more beautiful than the ones in front of Ergia's TV or computer. Turn it over quickly first. Remember, if you sell a few rubies and go to 2 cards, it will actually be about 60,000 to 70,000 mosquitoes. If you say, no matter how beautiful the countertop is, no matter how taller you are. Okay, let me talk about it again. Why don't I talk about GIA-Asia? The big grain talks about it? Oh, I zoom in a little bit. I think you will see a little content at first. Seeing the colors in front of the TV, I think they are not beautiful enough. In fact, the colors are so beautiful. If you look at them, they may not be realistic enough. The reality of my home is very popular, but it is very clear, so there is a little rubbish on the top and bottom. You will see a few ribbon-like objects transporting things, and this one is very big. It's a 5.13 calorie ruby. It's a hit. It's probably a hit minor hit, that is. It's H1. Tie ruby, just tie this one, How much does it cost? I'm scared that it's more than 160,000, but I think it's ribbon shaped. It's so obvious to wear it normally, but I think it's all pretty because it's always natural gemstones. Remember, if a 5 calorie tie hit is already worth more than 100,000. If you go to other shops, hey, please explain the price differences. If you come forward, wow, 5 calorie is tight. I don't dare to say it, but if I specified more, it's the price. If you continue to look at it, it's better to take a look at it. It's 109,001 pills. 111 card ruby. Did you expect that there will be a certificate if the certificate is 10,000 mosquito points, but as soon as you get started, you talk about whether it is beautiful or not. Then you look at it. In fact, it's all very clear. There are a few travel items, but it's a little purple and the color is a little purple. There are some gravel on the side. There are 10,000 mosquitoes. I usually feel proud of bringing it over, but I turn my head over again. 69,000 mosquitoes compare the damage. The above grains are expensive. The grains are much richer. The colors are 1 degree, so you can know that the color of the treasure food is not good for you. Look at a beautiful one. If you ask a few more to see it, you will see the difference in colors. Comparison will hurt and you will know how to get a beautiful gemstone. But when it comes to flipping the head, if you ask for 10,000 mosquitoes a ruby natural ruby ring, then you have burned it in advance. Are there so many stones on the side expensive? It's definitely not expensive. It's okay to take it with you at ordinary times. Let me talk about another pill of strength. Let's talk about it slowly. This pill of strength is so beautiful. 6 and 6 9,000 is so beautiful. It's ruby, it's drop shaped. I don't use a magnifying glass. With a 10x magnifying glass, I can't see the contents. It's completely vitreous. I don't know what to say. If I have a chance to think it's so beautiful, it's glass, because it really feels like glass, but it has a deep red color when it looks down. So it's worth using some special designs to design a ruby ring with some different styles. I immediately felt different from the sun. I dropped a grain. For example, this one has more than 80,000 mosquitoes, but it is 8 or 9 times as big as it is the damage of the contrast part. It's already so beautiful. This bear is already very beautiful. It's so beautiful, but when it's photographed, it's a little fighting. Hey, it's so beautiful. Let me listen to the truth. If you look at it, you will feel that the glass is so beautiful. There are 80,000 mosquitoes. The first one to bury is such a high-end and beautiful red treasure. It may not be a matter of size. Think about 5 cards first. In fact, the price is far away. If you look at it, you think it's so beautiful first. If you look at it, it's a matter of fighting. Don't compare things. Look at more. Okay, let's turn it over and bury it first. Why don't we talk about it? Oh, each one is tied to a drop of water. So beautiful rubies are actually estimated. When so many diamonds are used to set off a ruby stalk is worth a lot of money, and it is also very beautiful. Ruby costs more than 160,000 yuan, a 2.59 calorie ruby, a heat pigeon blood. Get a certificate and take a look. GRS 259 is so dark. We went to deep red. Is so dark. The color of pigeon burger is also heat treatment, that is, it's burning. It's a Mozambique ruby to Mozambique ruby, so actually, and home Mozambique bao. It's already unfair. If you still use the method of thinking many years ago, that is, the method of thinking many years ago, 10 or 20 years ago, I want tens of thousands of Burmese pigeon bird gemstones. It's completely different, but the price of rubies is rising more and more, so why? Go to some beautiful gems. In fact, GRS is very good. In addition, there is a set. I can explain what you said. I also say pidge bug and write pig again, but it's because there is another certificate. Just say this certificate. It's a number. If you turn it over, it's WV to deep wet. It's so rare to tie a lot of red. All Winwag is a VWI to deep wag, so it is a very dark ruby. The color is very even. It is also a pigeon bud ruby, and it is also strongly fluorescent. So what is it? It's worth issuing 2 certificates, so it's natural to tie it well. There are so many different styles. Let me talk about this model again. It's just this one. It's 3.19 car. It's so big. What's the explanation? Hey, how many cards are at 3 o'clock and how much are 110,000? Why would it be so expensive? It's because of Vivi Wet, and the 3 cards are not expensive. The 2 cards are both hundreds of thousands of cards. The 2 cards are both hundreds of thousands of cards. The colors are so beautiful when compared. Although they all feel so beautiful, the home is so beautiful when looking at it. If you just wear it, it is red, but if you compare it, it is more beautiful. But why is it 110,000 is so flat? If you look at the certificate of a beautiful red treasure with 3 cards, you will know, because it is H, it is also a Mozambique. When you come out, you can even bury the gems and diamonds on the side together and add them into a ring. It's HB, but I remember because it's only weighed, so it's 3.19. It's estimate, it's really 3.18. I don't know that unless you weigh it apart, it can definitely be used for the same price. Make a ruler and compare it. For example, if you ask, are some certificate ruby rings worth the price? You can compare them one by one and bury the size just like this. It's scary. 1. Thousands of mosquitoes rubies are very transparent and beautiful, close to glass. But it's because the certificate of origin and the burial are not very large, but it's because of the damage. If you go out, remember when you go to some shops, oh, a red treasure ring has a lot of gravel. If the certificate is completed, the price is about the same for you. If it costs more than 10,000 yuan, why don't you make sense? Of course, there may be brands, but they are different. Why don't you talk about them? Starlight ruby, do you see a starlight? Most starlight systems will explain it because you're going to be a starlight. First of all, the stones should not be too beautiful. If you are too transparent, the brightness will be obvious, but if you are too transparent, you will be able to tie the big ones, but some people like a starlight, like a cross star with a rice character. Different light rays will see different refractions and you will see different rice characters. Each grain is more than 8,000 mosquito starlight rubies, and there are some overlapping starlights. As for the explanation, it will change into starlight. Is it just because of a gem? There is a kind of substance in it. When it encounters some light reflection, it will display a starlight effect, but being starlight doesn't mean that it's expensive. You remember, it's not easy to tell others, hey, how expensive is the Starlight Card Series microphone? No, the starlight is flat, even if it's so big, it's fine. That is, 20,000 mosquitoes don't scare a few big ones, but the starlight is so cute. 100,000 mosquitoes, I won't talk too much, everyone knows it's beautiful, but I think there are some that are more close to the ground, just like 30,000 to 40,000 mosquitoes. That is, for example, If you go out and see a GI stone, in fact it may cost 30,000 to 40,000 mosquitoes. 30 to 40,000 mosquitoes are pouring out with you. Let me try one. These are more luxurious. The rubies are so clear. They are so clear. They are extremely green. They are so red. I think it's easy to accept, but it doesn't mean it's not beautiful because it's red. Some people like it. I think it's beautiful. I feel proud of wearing it with my hands. It costs more than 30,000 mosquitoes. The reason why it's so flat and big is because there is a little color cast. It's pink. It's pink. It's a certificate. It's a light burn. It's a burn. It's red. 217 car. Thailand rarely produces such large rubies in Thailand, so why? I think it's worth buying. There are so many diamonds on the side. Although there are so many diamonds on the side, it will look so beautiful if you usually wear them. The only reason why you are so energetic is that there are a few pigeon bud bears that are not enough. It's so sharp, but it's actually not bad. It's okay. I'm completely tuned. When you see my skin color, it's just 30,000. This red one is even more pink and red. Some people like this color, but this one costs 50,000 mosquitoes, but this one is expensive. I don't want it. There are a lot of different pieces to set off it. They are also very clear and beautiful, but I suggest remember to ask if there is a certificate when you go to this grading department. If there is a certificate, consider it. Buy this one carefully. I'm worth talking about it. Although it's not easy to talk about 100,000, it's just 100,000 mosquitoes. It's a beautiful ruby and a heart-shaped ruby. Just cover it with a finger, so it's not bad, it's so cute. But how can you get 10 skins? It's a heat pigeon butt ruby, so when you come home, many people say, hey, I want a ruby hit. That is 100,000 mosquitoes are so expensive, 3 cards are so expensive. But what about the family? Price? Hey, let me take another look at this one. Each one is a relatively simple water drop shaped style. Hey, I saw a little content. Hey, fruit and blisters. The bubbling agent has been ordered for some reasons these days, but it's because you don't feel it when you wear it. It's a problem to tighten it when you usually wear it. But oh, I think it's a blister. It's more obvious. Even if other places are clear, it's still so beautiful, and it's all due to flat reasons. Hey, but the explanation is that more than 30,000 mosquitoes are so flat that it is a heat pigeon, but the 2 water drops are Mozambique. So it's all a few reasons. Well, the main reason is that the bubble is more obvious. So hey, when you go to this moment, you will see whether it is red enough and colorful enough. You also want to bury an inclusion. Look at this gem. Actually, it's better than looking at diamonds. The requirements for knowledge and experience are much higher. I personally think 400 mosquitoes are so clean, what's wrong? A customer came to me and asked me, hey, how much does a burnt Burma ruby cost? If I was really lucky to see this YouTube, I will answer you. Each ruby is a 1.4 card ruby. The gemstone is so strong, but when you touch it with your finger, it comes from Burma, which is the best place of origin in Myanmar. So when you see a beautiful color, you feel different. The most beautiful place of origin, the most beautiful color, and the price are so beautiful. Let's talk about this one. Let's talk about how many starlights first. These are all starlights. But they are. But when they are so beautiful. The starlight is not so obvious, it is more transparent, you should see it. It's not so obvious, it's not so obvious. It's rare to see it, so it's worth using some beautiful ones to surround 30,000 mosquitoes. Let's talk about this piece. This piece is really beautiful. I really like this color. There are a few different styles. If you think these styles are so old, you don't like them. Or maybe you think it's so old-fashioned and your family is not happy. Jewelry can be divided into old-fashioned and beautiful, and buried and not beautiful. Look at a few beautiful flowers. If you say, I don't like this, if you say my company can help. Removing stones means, for example, if you have some old jewelry of your own, or if you see some of my rings that you don't like, I have reset some of your favorite ones. It's a GIA to turn over the certificate. It's so beautiful. It's a GIA. It's Thai red burned ruby. In Thailand, 50,000 mosquitoes cost 1.64 calories. Because I didn't get to Lianca, and it was more expensive to get to Lianca at home, but the countertop was quite big, so I brought it down. It's so red, it's so hot, the grains are red. There's a lot of contention, but it's because of the cutting that the fire is so big, so it's so beautiful and shiny. Why don't you talk about this one? 40,000 mosquitoes, 1.37 calories. They're a little early red, pink and ground red. It feels like a Mossad burned ruby, so why don't you talk about this one? This red is so beautiful and clear, so it's definitely worth using so many diamonds to make a difference. That is sometimes. I look at some gemstones like this, that is, I feel like this. Nature hates natural gemstones. The reason is that the value is increasing more and more. It has stopped. Will the rising system turn its head? is because the output is getting scarcer and scarcer, and 2.07 calories are also a Mozambique heat pigeon. But in fact, if you go to the resistance zone, normal people will go to the resistance zone. In fact, I used to dig rocks, but in fact the surface was already stubborn, but I dig rocks at home. The more you go, the more you have to go deeper into the ground, so it will become something, the cost will become higher and higher, and it will become more and more difficult to find a good one. So it is like a burr coat. Even if Mozambique is compared, the home is turning more and less. In fact, the output is getting lower and lower, so the reason why it has fallen and it has to keep rising. Look, I really have too many certificates, so this YouTube system is a little difficult because there are too many shirts. Do you like one? Or you can, if you have a question, you can circle it and you can WhatsApp the Hong Kong phone number at 852-985-8858. Then I can give you a detailed photo and shirt. Let me give you a brief introduction, because if you don't, I don't know how to introduce a ring. 1 minute introduction is 40 minutes. It's already 40 minutes before you watch it. This time, this YouTube will quickly explain some ruby ball selection guides, or the price is approximately priced. Visit the ground floor shop on number 14 Wellington Street, Central Hong Kong. For inquiries, call 852-985-8858. Like, subscribe and share for more updates.